What was that like, living across the world when that happened? Who gave you this news? Was it someone close to you?
My brother called me.
Your brother.
And
Okay.
He never calls me normally.
Wow.
So when I saw the phone call, I knew. Yeah, I was just like in between, stuck and couldn't do anything. Yeah.
Everyone dies, of course, but you know, losing a loved one is Cole Fogel here on A Healthy Balance, and today I am here with
凤梨哥，大家好。
Pineapple Brother or Pineapple Bro.
Yep.
Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
How many years have you lived in Taiwan for?
Just over 10 years. I landed in Taiwan in Valentine's Day.
Cool.
So you can call Taiwan as my 小三.
And did you find love when you arrived here on Valentine's Day?
No, I already had my love actually back in Czech Republic when I was an exchange student. My wife, at that time my girlfriend, was an exchange student there too, so we just met there, spent a nice 1 year all together, yeah. Traveled all around Europe.
So your wife is from Taiwan?
Yes. I used to live in Alaska, close to Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, and wanted to study more, my second university in Czech Republic, so we just met there, yeah. And she was the only Taiwanese there.
Was it love at first sight for you?
I could say yes, because like at the first day I just said like, yeah, I want that lady to be my girlfriend.
And did she feel that way about you?
She thought bullshit. She didn't believe in that. She was like it's impossible to like come on, like we just saw each other like for a couple of hours, and then how do you know that I'm the right one?
Isn't that so funny that like it's usually like that for us as men, but for women it's like whoa, no, I need some more time to think about this.
Yeah, some women need to make sure to check your bank account and stuff, but yeah, for my wife, I didn't have anything, but like she accepted.
That's real love, because the same for me with my wife. I had no money when I met my wife.
I was a student, I was traveling cheap and you know, maybe sometimes sleeping in train stations, so
wow.
like I went to Amsterdam, but the hostel I booked was like quite smelly with the, you know, the marijuana smell.
Oh,
so I just
Amsterdam, of course.
And I didn't have time and that much money to book a new place.
So you're well traveled then, it sounds like.
Definitely. Because I'm an engineer, so you do a lot of projects. So I was finishing all of them so fast, so I had my own time to do whatever I want.
How many different places have you lived, like country-wise?
So like
actual
Czech
living?
Republic, Europe, Alaska for
Wow.
quite a long time, and Turkey, of course. I was born and raised there, and yeah, Taiwan.
What's that movie from Alaska where he ends up dying at the end, but it was a beautiful movie?
Into the Wild.
Into the Wild.
Yeah.
So, like, was it like Into the Wild?
It wasn't like that much,
Yeah.
but like when I went to a little bit north to see Northern Lights, it was kind of a challenging environment. Yeah, some people just go there, wait for months sometimes to see them. Like, you have to be lucky, clear sky.
So you were lucky to see it then?
I saw that in my second day. I was like quite lucky.
Pineapple Bro. Who came up with that? Why Pineapple Bro? What's the story behind that?
The name came a lot before I started YouTube. My wife found that nickname for me. I like Taiwanese pineapple. Just started eating a lot of pineapple at one point of my life. So she just changed my name on her phone, like Pineapple, 凤梨哥.
So I wanted to ask you, where is your favorite place that you've either cycled or visited or just experienced in Taiwan? Where's your favorite spot?
Not so many people know that.
Yeah.
There's a temple in Shizi called Guangming Temple. It's in Shizi, it's on Dajianshan. It's a quiet little temple on top of a mountain. That peaceful place is my favorite place in Taiwan. Yeah. But other than that, like in north of Taiwan, there are like Teapot Mountain, like so many mountains to cycle and hike, and then you can see like stunning view everywhere.
And you live in Taipei.
Yeah.
And why did you choose Taipei?
Because my wife is from there, so yeah, I already came here. And I know how it is to be far from family. So I just want my wife to be close to her family. And now we have a daughter, and she can be close to grandparents because she cannot see her other grandparents. Of
course,
at least
yeah.
she can see her grandparents in Taiwan better.
And speaking of family, to get into a kind of a sensitive topic, but recently your father passed away recently, and I'm sorry for that.
I'm trying to get used to. Yeah, this is what happens.
I mean, everyone dies, of course, but you know, losing a loved one is. I mean, what was that like? Living across the world when that happened, because I'm not looking forward to that day, because I know that day will come for all of us who live abroad, expats, you know, living abroad.
That was a shock because my dad was a healthy person.
Yeah.
He wasn't the healthiest person I've ever met, but he didn't have major health problems. But he just had heart attack while driving.
Wow.
And yeah, like nobody could find him like within 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's too long. So he passed away, and yeah.
Who gave you this news? Was it someone close
My
to
brother
you?
called me.
Your brother.
He
Okay.
never calls me normally.
Wow.
So when I saw the phone call, I knew.
You knew right
there
away.
was something wrong, and I should have guessed like my mom or my dad. Yeah. It's like downside of being in a
I
different
know.
country.
That's what especially, you know, not to get into the pandemic because it's not a topic I like to talk about, but because of the pandemic, it's kind of slowed traveling down, and it's just made life more difficult to connect with people.
Actually, I have to thank you for that because you are one of the first ones to message me.
Oh.
And yeah, thanks a lot. So you try to cheer me up as well.
I really, I mean, you know, my feeling is, I mean, I hope we would all do that for one another in that situation, because it could be really kind of a lonely, scary place to be living somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you obviously you have your wife and her family support, but it could be a lonely place, you know, like when you get that kind of news. So, and you haven't been back to visit, obviously, I'm guessing.
I couldn't because like if I travel with you know, any kind of virus, it would be dangerous for my mom.
Your
too.
mom.
So, and like she said, I couldn't get her here because she cannot come here. So yeah, I was just like in between, stuck. And couldn't do anything, yeah, because I couldn't see any support from my other family members other than my mom and my brother. They kind of ignored. I'm not an attention seeker, but you know.
That I think sometimes when someone dies, there are many people that they don't know how to approach death. Definitely. Like they don't know how to be comforting. Like I think death is one of those funny things. People just don't know what to say, and so sadly they don't say anything at all sometimes.
Taiwanese did really good job cheering me up. All of my friends, like they were saying like, your dad passed this way because he was a good man, because he didn't have any pain.
Yeah, it was instant.
Away. Some
probably,
people just spend their whole life like 20 years, 10 years waiting for that day.
It was pretty.
It was
instant.
quick, so like it was like they cheer me up mentally.
Yeah, I think he'd be proud of you living here and raising a family, and I hope you can get home to visit your mom sooner than later, obviously.
Maybe next year, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, that's my hope too, to get home to Canada. It's just, I feel like one more year and things will be more comfortable for everyone, I think. I guess I wanted to say to you, when we lose someone, they're not really gone, and I'm not someone who believes that this physical death is the end of our realities or whatever. I do believe we go on to something else. I don't know if it's heaven or another reality. Like I don't know how to label it.
I quite like your spiritual kind of like mind. Yeah.
I think there's somewhere else that we go. Maybe you know, I've always had this crazy thought that maybe this is where we get tested. Like this reality is like where we grow and we suffer and we feel joy and pain, and then when we leave here we go to a more neutral kind of peaceful place. You know?
Hope so.
You said you're a vegan for the last 3 years. That's a real life choice to make. 3 years now.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
So where's your main protein come from?
Even broccoli has a lot of protein.
Okay, so vegetables.
And soy products have a lot of protein.
What brought that on though? Was it just for you felt it was good for health reasons, or?
After my daughter started eating our food, we just wanted to check some more, like what's good for her, what's not to give her or something. And then after some research, okay, we eliminated this and that and this and that, and then we came up with actually like animal derived products are not good for human health. This is what we thought.
Debatable.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with how the animal was treated and what the animal's eating.
And environmental effects.
The environmental effects. But I guess what scares me about that is the same with vegetables. So much chemical in everything now. I mean, I respect you for your choice of veganism. I love meat too much. I've tried being a vegan for a very short period of time, and I found it was too challenging for me. Like I've had kind of a mixed feeling about the concept of it. What's your favorite vegan food to eat? Do you have like a favorite dish?
Actually, all of the soy products are really good, like dougan, tofu, doupi. Also, like Taiwanese, like, I hated that 8 years, and then I started eating that. Like one day, when I was passing that, like the place I hate because of the smell. Smelled really good. And then I just start eating that.
I was like that too. I was a kind of a terrible husband, and I would not let my wife bring chou tofu into our house. I hated the smell that much. And then years later, I started eating it, and she's like, "Hey, now you can just bring it in the house and it's okay." You know, so it's kind of funny. But
fair,
how does mindfulness play into your life?
Actually, I get depressed, not really depressed, but unhappy easily.
You're not alone. I was gonna say many people have this disposition.
That's why I like your life motto and like how you see the things, like positive side of everything. So I really appreciate the energy you pass to me too.
I appreciate that.
My wife is doing a lot better job than I do.
Does she meditate or anything?
She meditates, she tries to think positively, and like the things she cannot control, she doesn't want to, you know, bother her mind.
So you're living with someone who can help you grow that way. So have you ever tried meditating before?
I've tried meditating several times.
Like 5 minutes at a time?
5 minutes is quite long. I just
a lot of people have a misunderstanding. It's very hard to just stop your brain from thinking. So you don't need to stop that. You just need to let it be there, let the thoughts be there, and just don't focus on the thoughts.
All right.
It's just like a broken tape that just keeps going like this, and you just have to let it be there. But I think what you could do, and I would say this to my viewer, if anyone's interested in meditating and they just can't quite get into it, there are things called binaural beats and sound waves.
There's music that directs you for
or there's guided meditation.
Do this, do that.
There's many different ways you can try it. But then there's meditative activities, like cycling is meditative. Going for a walk is meditative. Final question.
All right.
If you could change one thing about Taiwan, what would it be?
Okay. I think communication skills of Taiwanese people. They have a lot of thoughts, but they are not really good at expressing those feelings to you and thoughts to you. That is, the communication skills, as I see, are not great.
I feel like I have to say this is, when you live somewhere, it's okay to expect that place you live to grow and become better. When you love a place, you need to be willing to look at the negative and the positive of that place.
You want that place to be better.
Well, because we expect more from a place that we love, basically. So I would agree with you. I think for me, culturally, I think people are afraid to lose face, and so they might not always say how they feel or what they mean. If you keep your thoughts all the time inside, bottled up, you're gonna have a nervous breakdown one day.
Definitely.
And then you're gonna. That's when you see those crazy things that happen on the news. You know, it's better just to
let them out.
Let it out.
What is one YouTube channel that you suggest your viewers to subscribe to?
Well, I definitely suggest that they subscribe to Pineapple Brother.
Correct answer.
Please hit the subscribe and the bell to both of us. We appreciate it. It motivates us, and it makes us want to make more videos, because it lets us know people are watching us and appreciate our videos. Thank you for watching A Healthy Balance. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Catch you on the other side.